Hi, Jennifer Walker here from Moms on Call. I know you are home with your toddlers, and it is our desire to give you the tools that you need to get through these days. It's chaos and then it's wonderful all in the same moment, but it's a lot of moments together. So don't feel guilty if you have some moments where this is a really frustrating thing to go through. I want to give you a few comebacks. We are going to be the comeback queens to a lot of really interesting and unique questions for just this time. And the first one is, why can't we go to school? And the answer is, school is closed and we'll tell you when it's open again. That's the thing that they want to know. They just want two pieces of information. What's happening? What are we going to do about it? And even with the younger kids and this change of time, change of scenery, what we want to do is offer them two simple pieces of information. And when we have a schedule and a routine for every day, that really helps them to be able to fall in to something that feels like it has a rhythm. Jennifer Walker here with Moms on Call. All right, it's Queen of the Comeback moments. We are going to need to have a few comebacks. And today we're talking about the social kid who wants you to look at them all the time. And right around 3 to 3.5, they start to begin to practice some of the faces of grumpiness and frustration. And you think that they are literally trying to frustrate you on purpose. They're not. They just want to see what frustration looks like, and then they want to practice it. So today let's talk about grumpy. When they're waking up grumpy, where they have the season of mastering what grumpy looks like. Here's something that you can say. Oh, I see that you're getting the hang of grumpy. I really look forward to when that's over. I love your smiley face. Can you show me your smiley face? It's in there. Oh, a little tickle. And then they can show you their smiley face. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But they are going to practice grumpy, and that is a great thing to be able to say back to them. Ooh, I look forward when you've mastered grumpy. Let's move on to happy. That's my favorite. Today we're talking about movement kids and being the queen of the comeback. So, comeback queens, what happens when that movement kid is outside running around and we need to get them back in the house? Now, the good news is at this time, less having to strap them into a car seat, which they hate. Why? Because they just love movement. So we have to involve movement in getting them from one place to another. When they want to stay outside, but it's time to come in, we have to have a process that involves movement. So come on inside. We're going to do our special elbow kiss. Shake, shake, shake. Run inside, wash our hands. Elbow kiss, shake, shake, shake. Run inside, wash our hands. And that's a great way to help a movement kid and to just have that comeback. So when you say, hey, it's time to come inside, and they go, no, you go, oh, we've got our process. Remember, elbow kiss, shake, shake, shake. Run inside, wash our hands. That's your tip for today. Jennifer Walker here with Moms on Call and our Queen of the Comeback moment. So if you have an engineer, that's what we're talking about today. Kids who love to play independently, to see how things put together, label things. These kids really are well designed for this time. However, getting them to move from one activity to another, again, is difficult. We just talked about some things we can do with a movement kid that help move them from outside to inside. So we can also use that with an engineer. They want to know the 2 or 3 steps that help them change from one activity to another, because in their mind, this activity has an ending they've already made up, and it's really difficult for them to switch gears. So if you need them to come to dinner, dinner time has our regular type of activity and 2 to 3 steps. Break it down. It's time for dinner. We're going to wash our hands, sit down at the table, and say our prayer. That's all they need to know. What 3 things get me from this thing to that? All right, today we're talking about being a queen of the comeback for the rule follower. So rule followers like to institute rules. They like to be the rule makers oftentimes. And it is okay when they want to boss you around to say, no, mommy decides and I'm good at it. Okay, that's all we need to do. Mommy decides and I'm good at it. Here's what we're going to do next. And when they try and use that, the things that you institute as a parent against you, and you hear the things that you say to them coming back to you, like, no, mommy, you sit down. I decide. You go, it doesn't work that way. Mommy decides, and I'm good at it. Here's what we're going to do. Some other phrases that are so great is you'll figure it out, and you'll be great at that. So we can add those little phrases on to the end of anything that we say to our toddlers of any design at any time. But the rule followers need to know it's okay for you to decide. And it's also good to just have that little extra. And by the way, I'm good at it. Hi there, Jennifer Walker here, and we are doing our Queen of the Comeback moments for Touch Kids. Touch kids tend to get kind of clingy at this time, and they always want you to hold them. And sometimes you can, and it's wonderful, but sometimes you just can't. So here's what we can say when they're saying, Mommy, hold me, hold me. What we want to do is we want to give them a transition that involves their design. So if we have a teddy bear or anything that they can hold on to, a lovey, a blanket, then what we are going to do is when they say, Mommy, hold me, we'll say, I can't hold you right now, but I want you to hold Teddy. Would you hug Teddy for me? And then go play with Legos, and I can't wait to snuggle with you later. You'll be great at that. You'll figure it out. So those are the ways that we can transfer using their design, that desire for contact and for that touch element to be activated in them so that we can get a little bit more time. And we hope these things are helpful for you. Thanks for joining us.